Hi, I'm Dexter Wallace, and I'm a credential coach from ICF. I'm at the level of PCC, and in that context, I am here to talk to you about coaching. We're going to look at coaching through the lens of the season, and the season is Christmas. So you can imagine that this episode is called The Christmas Coach, which is all about bringing joy, generosity, and celebration to coaching. Now, as we all know, Christmas is a universal season of joy and celebration of life. Christmas offers people pause and renewal to embrace life and invite the choices the new year presents. Coaching is a profession and skill which celebrates supporting people to rise to their highest aspirations with positive engagement, offering and uncovering choices by discovering one's own resourcefulness and potential to rise upwards and onwards. So, bringing together the spirit of Christmas and the competencies of coaching, the return gifts that we find as coaches under the Christmas tree of coaching could be these four. One, listening for the silver bells of tinkling awareness. Two, celebrating challenges as opportunities for change. Three, encouraging the exchange of gifts like curiosity and vulnerability. And four, nurturing powerful presence along the journey of enlightenment. So, we've devised what is called the Christmas coaching way, and it uses the anagram of the word Christmas to explain this Christmas coaching way. So here goes. C is coach with care. H is hear the spoken and unspoken challenge. R, remain connected every moment. I, ignite curiosity in options. S, support the process with joy. T, trust is the key to safety. M, maintain agreements established with a generous heart. A, awareness celebrates insight. And S is sign up, shine up, and show up. Well, this is the journey of joy, awakening, abundance, and growth. The Christmas coaching way. Let's look at each of these elements of the anagram. C is coach with care. So our first principle on this journey emphasizes the importance of compassion in coaching. When we coach with care, we create a safe space where our clients feel valued and understood. The question here is, how do you practice this principle in your coaching practice? Do you coach with care? Do your clients feel safe, valued, and understood? It's something to think about. H is hear the spoken and unspoken challenge. Effective coaching requires us to listen, and not just to the words, but also to the emotions and the challenges that lie beneath the surface. It's like listening for the unspoken and seeing the unseen because of that. So we really need to tune in to both the spoken and unspoken in order to uncover deeper insights for meaningful support. So how do you incorporate active listening in your coaching practice? What are the challenges and how do you deal with them? Do you come to the coaching session with a clear mind? Do you take time to clear the baggage that all of us carry along with us at every moment? Are you completely invested in the coachee and are you listening with great intent to understand what is really the coaching want from you? Well, we go to R, which is CHR, which is remain connected every moment. So, as you can see, the segue from H is connecting, which is the key in coaching. To maintain a genuine presence, ensuring that clients know that they are not alone and that you are deeply interested and invested in them. This continuous connection actually builds trust and enhances the coaching experience. So, the question here is, what strategies are most effective for you to maintain this connection? Something to think about. Do you really respond to what the client is saying? Do you take notes? Do you refer back to something that was said? Do you quote back to them what they have said? Do you ask for more information? It's important not to give information as a coach, although you may have a lot of information and advice. But remaining connected is about being connected with what the coachee wants and what the coachee is saying. So think about that the next time you are at a coaching session. I is ignite curiosity in options. Curiosity is a powerful tool. And as a coach, we need to encourage clients to explore various options and empower them to think creatively and embrace possibilities. Most of us are stuck in our ways and are stuck with the situations we are in because we think in a certain way, we behave in a certain way, and we've probably been doing that for a long time. And perhaps it has worked for us. And that's why we don't look for options. But when it doesn't work, we need to think of options. And unfortunately, sometimes those options don't exist in our realm of reality. And a coach could offer you the ability to search for those options through a lot of powerful questions. And of course, naturally, listening to what you're saying, actively reading between the lines, hearing the unspoken and the unsaid. So let us ignite that spark of curiosity to transform challenges into opportunities. As usual, the question we want to ask you is, what ways do you use to encourage curiosity beyond mere reflection? Are there any triggers that you pick up along the way which you note down and bring back to the coachee and say, hey, you did say something about this. Can you tell me more about that? Or why is this so important to you? How significant is this to you? Are there any other alternatives that you have thought of? What could be the answer if there weren't any other challenges? What do you see? And can you construct that vision and then look at what made that vision happen? Perhaps that's one way to look at it. Well, S, support the process with joy. Joy is not just an emotion, it is a catalyst for change. We need to celebrate progress, celebrate the coachee, celebrate their effort, not be a cheerleader. But no matter how small the progress is, it would be good to create a positive atmosphere that encourages persistence and resilience so that the coachee knows that there is something that can be picked up, and that something can be picked up when joy is being felt, because with joy comes hope. So, what practices do you find effective in bringing joy? Not unbridled joy, but joy to the process, an enjoyment of the process. Does the coachee actually look forward to meeting you and talking to you and investigating their life for the options that we talked about? Well, that's therefore T, not tea or coffee, but T for trust, which is the key to safe tea. So, trust, as we all know, forms the foundation of a successful coaching relationship. When our clients feel safe with us, they are more likely to open up and engage in the process of coaching. A coach would aim to nurture that trust through transparency and consistency in the coach's behavior, and naturally guarding that trust and guarding the privacy of the information that is being shared. It would be good to check with the coachee at every session about what has been said and what would the coachee like you to hold within the conversation and between the two of you. What is okay to share and what is not okay to share. And it's important that one has to have that script in mind so that we can try and figure out what strategies we can use to build and maintain that trust. So, what works for you? Think about what works for you and make a note of it, because sometimes we could be creating trust without knowing it, or we could be breaking trust without knowing it, and it's probably a good idea to make that conscious and visible to ourselves. Well, here is the M of Christmas, which is about maintaining agreements which have been established with a generous heart. So, while coaching can be a commercial business, a coach needs to approach the coachee with a generous heart and form and maintain agreements that are established with that state of mind. So it's important, as we all know, to honor commitments, demonstrating integrity and respect. Maintain agreements, not just say you are honoring them, but demonstrate by maintaining the agreement not only to uphold your own professional standards as a coach, but also model generosity and create opportunities for trust. In an everyday way, what practices do you use to ensure that you meet your commitments with your clients? And what are the challenges that you face and how are you dealing with them? Remember, the coachee is observing you just as keenly as you are observing the coachee. And by modeling how you maintain agreements, you could also encourage the coachee to do so. Especially when it comes to them promising to do certain things for their own development, which is important to the process, and make them value that. A, well, it's about awareness, and the more awareness, the more insight. So awareness celebrates insight. Awareness is the first step towards transformation. Without awareness, you will not see what you need to change, and therefore transformation is many light years away. It's important to cultivate an environment where insights are recognized and celebrated, acknowledged, brought forward, brought into the light. Because insight is what you see inside. It is sight turned inwards. And this is really important because we can all see what's on the outside, but often what is on the outside actually starts from the inside. And if you can see where it is coming from, you will know what to maintain and what to change. Critical, according to me, to empower your clients to embrace their journeys and learn from their experiences along the way, because experiences teach us how the process of life is being dealt with on a regular basis. And even when they can actually look at themselves through that lens of the experiences along the journey, they will, in all probability, be able to gain that insight by seeing how they behave and act under certain circumstances and the fallout of that, whether it is something that is a challenge that is created or something that is an option. So, dear coaches, how do you encourage and celebrate awareness to manifest aha moments with your clients? How much time and space do you give that? Or are you in a hurry to go to your next session? Are you patient when the coachee is thinking? Do you interrupt that space with your thoughts? And at that point of time, you probably need to ask yourself, why are you talking so much? Silence is an absolutely great space in which insight can be born. So we come to the S, which is actually 3 S's: sign up, shine up, show up. It's quite a powerful framework to encourage in clients to fully engage in their personal and professional growth. You see, sign up emphasizes the importance of commitment. You sign up for something and stick to it. Important for coaches to know that that's critical, that once they start the coaching journey, they fulfill the written and unwritten promises that are made. As a coach, you too, when you sign up, don't abandon the process because of difficulties. Of course, it's important to maintain ethics and to be able to understand where this coaching is headed. Shine Up invites clients to recognize and embrace their unique strengths and talents, just like it invites you as a coach to do the same. Show Up follows signing up and shining up because it focuses on the importance of presence and authenticity. How do you really show up? Is it a facade? Are you really invested? What is your intent? What do you want to happen? And when you show up authentically, you encourage the coachee to do so too. When clients commit to signing up, shining with their individuality, and show up authentically, they open themselves to the transformative experiences, and so do you. How useful would it be to you to inspire clients to embrace this framework? Perhaps this framework encapsulates everything we've said along the Christmas coaching way, don't you think? Which brings us to, what do we get out of it as coaches? The return gifts that come back to us under the Christmas tree of coaching. What we get to take away and then give away too. So we talked about this, listening for the silver bells of tinkling awareness, celebrating challenges as opportunities for change, encouraging the exchange of gifts like curiosity and vulnerability, and nurturing powerful presence along the journey of enlightenment. We're going to take a look at each of these 4. And the very first one is all about listening. Now, the silver bells of Christmas, of tinkling awareness, Because if you're listening, you're paying attention, and you can increase the awareness, as we already talked about. Now, as coaches, we learn to identify those subtle moments of realization that illuminate our clients' past progress to the future via the present, which is the most important part of the path. Listening for the silver bells of tinkling awareness emphasizes the importance of tuning in to the subtle cues that indicate moments of insight in our clients and our ability to catch them and enlarge them. These silver bells represent those fleeting yet powerful realizations that can significantly impact our coaches' journey to their end goals. The second return gift is about celebrating challenges as opportunities for change. Now, this is a powerful mindset that shifts how our coachee clients perceive obstacles in their journeys. When we help them to reframe challenges as stepping stones by supporting their own understanding and resources and resourcefulness within themselves to see this, recognize it, and embrace it, and find ways around it, we help empower clients to view these as integral to the growth process rather than mere setbacks. So, clients learn to develop resilience with empowering belief in themselves. Isn't that wonderful? Thus, creating a proactive, resourceful approach. Potential setbacks can often turn into pathways for success. Things that you thought were blocking you could actually be the doorway to release you. The third return gift, encouraging the exchange of gifts like curiosity and vulnerability to create trust. Well, if we cultivate an environment where curiosity and vulnerability are welcome and allowed to flourish, we can actually manage the exchange of these gifts to create trust. And it will certainly help foster an environment where these qualities can thrive. Curiosity is often feared because we don't know what we will find when we are curious. We have this old phrase, curiosity killed the cat. And somehow, because we are so bent on following a prescribed formula for success, we become less and less curious about what else is possible as we go through life. And it actually increases our vulnerability because we try and protect ourselves from those choices we didn't take, from the possibilities which we didn't even consider, from the doors we didn't knock. So when curiosity and vulnerability are embraced as gifts by us as coaches, they can actually enhance the entire coaching experience, allowing deeper, richer conversations and transformational insights. Wouldn't you agree? Which brings us to the fourth return gift, nurturing powerful presence along the journey of enlightenment. You see, a coach's presence is vital in facilitating client clarity and self-discovery. A strong, attentive, and positive presence of the coach creates a safe space where clients feel supported and empowered to explore their innermost and sometimes troubling thoughts and feelings. As you can see, nurturing a powerful presence, both ours and the clients, creates a rich, supportive environment for enlightenment. It's the playing field in which everything is available and powerful players are on the field confident about who they have as their teammates and how they can play the game. As a coach, you're not a referee or an umpire. You're actually an invisible teammate whispering in the ear of the player, nudging the player here and there, and allowing the player to fall and learn from the fall without any accusation or blame. This powerful presence encourages deeper exploration and facilitates meaningful insights that ultimately drive personal growth, both of the coach and the coachee. You become a better coach, the coachee moves closer to their goals. Well, here's a look again at these return gifts, the 4 of them. And for those of you who are wondering about how Christmas Coaching Way actually connects with Christmas, well, here it is. Coaching with care is nothing but the spirit of Christmas. Hearing the spoken and unspoken challenge is all about Santa knows. He's been listening, making a list, checking it twice. But he's listening and he knows. Remain connected every moment is about Christmas in the soul. Christmas should not exist and live only during the Christmas week. It must be a way of life, and that's why Christmas must be in the soul. Ignite curiosity in options. Well, follow the star, hear the angels, look for the Christ child of your end goal, because that is the Redeemer, and your end goal will redeem you. Support the process with joy. It's about Christmas cheer through the year. Always be happy to be on the journey, not afraid or vulnerable with the fear of getting hurt. Cheer and hope go together. Trust is the key to safety. The 3 kings, if you remember the Christmas story, who visited the Christ child, believed in the star, believed in what the universe was telling them, and trusted themselves and the universe to find the Christ child, and made the entire journey knowing that they were going to reach where they needed to, trusting that they were going to reach there. Where was the trust put? Well, of course in the universe, but in themselves too. Importantly, to know that they would find the way no matter what. Well, maintain agreements is the Christmas promise. Christmas is a promise that is made for the future. It is a promise made by the Christ child. It is a promise made to the Christ child. It is a promise of redemption, of rejuvenation, of revelation. And these are the promises that we make to ourselves as coaches and to our coachees. It is an internal promise. It is a belief. And it is something we hold very dear. And because we are promising the child in each of us, the vulnerable, curious, hopeful child in each of us, you never break a promise to a child. The child in you, the coach, the child in the coachee. Awareness celebrates insight. Well, this is the divine grace in the darkness. Ultimately, the star led the shepherds and the kings both to the stable or the manger, in which, in that darkness, in that silent and dark night, divine grace shone through. In the darkness of our lives, as coaches, we help other people in darkness to find their way because there is insight. We don't shine the torch, we help the coachee find the torch, find the divine grace in the darkness of their dilemmas to be able to see beyond it. That's what we do as coaches. Well, sign up, shine up, show up. Well, Christmas is a journey. It's not an event. It is not on Christmas Day. It is not on Christmas week. It is not at the end of the year, but it is always a journey of joy, awakening, abundance, and growth. I'd like to leave you with this and hope that you can identify how to personalize the Christmas coaching way and lay your hands, your spirit and your soul on those return gifts that would be so invaluable to you as a coach, and also equally, if not more invaluable, to those you coach. Thank you for listening in. Do tell us how you felt about this. This is Dexter Wallace saying bye for now.